hi, Tammy. Hey. Okay, so, well, we've got some nice ones here. People said nice things about us, so we won't tell you about those because we'll just be bragging. New shade French Bulldog stuff. When I want one, when will your next litter be? So, what do you got coming up? Readings?
Well, whenever my testable chocolate Jägermeister girl comes into heat.
Lilac Merle, Testable Chocolate. Yes, and that's probably going to be in...
Jägermeister daughter.
Yes, what do you think? 4 months?
Baker.
4 months, maybe?
Beautiful. Oh.
Maybe less?
Oh.
Somewhere in there?
I don't know.
So that's the next...
That'll be the testable.
That's going to be the testable Isabella's coming up, so it's going to be a little bit of time.
Next year for sure.
So, Patricia Valeri... I don't speak Spanish, so I don't think it's a very good one though. We'll see if somebody can translate it. Tutto il tuo spiegare I per dare un po' di latte e fatto casino, with a lot of puking faces. So I don't think it's very flattering.
No.
But anyway, if somebody can translate that for us, let us know what they said. Anyway. Right. Thank God it's in Spanish. We don't have to get upset.
Yeah.
We don't get upset. We
laugh at it.
We've got thick skin.
Majority of the time we laugh at it.
We got thick skin.
Yeah.
We know we can't keep everybody happy.
Oh,
our intention.
You have to have thick skin if you're doing this on the internet.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, our intention is to keep everybody happy, but it's just not possible.
Gosh, if you try to keep everybody happy, you're going to be miserable.
Well, I mean, I think the thing to do is that we do make mistakes, so when we do, we fess up to them and we try and make it right. So, and that's if we give you bad information and somebody points out why it's bad, then we'll amend that. So, and I mean, it's not like we know everything, because we absolutely don't.
No.
We're learning this like everybody else,
If
right?
somebody tells you they know everything, they're lying.
Somebody tells you they know everything, they're a teenager.
Huh?
They're a teenager.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The difference, I think, this is an interesting conversation I had with somebody the other day, between the teenager who thinks they know everything and, for instance, Tammy and ourselves, is that we know a lot, but we also know that we don't know everything.
Right.
So we know that there's things we don't know.
We actually know that.
We actually know that. We know that we don't know everything.
Yeah.
We think we know a lot, but we realize we don't know everything.
Right.
And that makes life exciting because, look, you want the journey to be learning all the time, right?
Right. We learn something new every day.
Tom Ryle, you guys are great. We really appreciate the videos you guys take to put out. P.S. Our newest Frenchy boy, Doc Holday, is the son of your handsome Denali. Well, great.
Oh, what a cute name, too.
Yeah,
Doc Holliday.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes. As long as he doesn't get, what did Doc Holliday die from?
Oh.
Well, he died from a bullet, didn't he? Because he had the snake.
He had that.
He had the aces and eights hand.
Yeah.
It's called the. He had He had not emphysema. What is it? Tuberculosis.
Yes.
He had tuberculosis, which was going to do him in anyway.
Yeah.
But he actually died from lead poisoning, is what he
I
really
love that
died.
movie, though. Who's the guy that played Doc Holliday in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Batman too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Somebody will tell us.
Go to your questions before somebody gets
Now,
aggravated.
Yeah, really. Oh dear, Ellie May says, I bought your whelping system. It was made very poorly. One side was shorter than the other. 3 sides. I emailed and called numerous times and were unable to get a response. So, look, I mean, I can tell you that. You didn't call to me. So 580-799-2873. We'll take care of it. If you had a problem, if we manufactured it incorrectly, we'll take care of it. Promise you. So, I'm very surprised you can get
you're calling the wrong number.
Didn't get a response from anybody because we take all phone calls and so and there's about 3 different numbers of people who are concerned about whether we've got something wrong to fix it. So G family wants to know about the stud fee for our new Isabella new shade boy. The answer is Cody is doing.
Call Cody 806-664-0173 for all the stud services.
Yes, so he is doing early lock-ins. You pay half the stud fee, you get a lower price, but you have to pay half of it up front. The balance that you then pay when you're ready to register. So if you think you want to use him, go get an early lock-in. It'll save you some money.
Right.
Sally Nacho is talking about Brindle. I think she likes Brindle. Not sure exactly what she's telling us here, but I think the argument is this. I think she likes Brindle because people who are breeding brindle dogs aren't so worried about colour, and maybe are more importantly worried about structure. There's probably some validity to that. Certainly in the show ring you see a lot of brindle dogs, and I mean you're not going to get a lousy looking dog. Yeah, in the show ring.
Yeah.
I mean, so all the comments that we've made on Brindle is not that we don't like Brindle.
In the brindle dogs, every colour you see in the brindle, you get that in a puppy.
Yeah, the problem is it messes up things like tan points.
Well, we got tan points, that's why we don't.
Yeah, right. So, yeah.
We love them. I had a reverse brindle. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful.
Morgan Amazing says, love, she's talking about, we put a little video up of Dior, who's our very small cream boy. Love the standard colour cream. They are becoming so hard to find. Do you ever breed for standard colours? So we have a lot of people who use Dior. So Dior's fame is these very small little dogs.
He looks like he ran into a brick wall.
Yeah, he's very small dog. He's getting on in years, but he's still getting it done.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I've got 2 solid cream dogs. Dior, who's a basic cream dog, is solo, who carries blue and cocoa, full tan points, and no brindle or pied. And he's also a small dog, but not as small as Dior. So do we breed to Dior? No, we don't. And why do we not breed to Dior? Well, we used to, but in fact Dior is a product of China and Bolt. Do you remember those dogs, Tammy?
Yes, I do.
From a long time ago? Yeah. So he is a product, and he's getting up in years, so you can see we're going quite a long ways back with this boy.
Oh yeah.
But we don't breed with him because we are producing these morals
Why
and...
did this person stop?
Anyway, fell on the road there for a moment. So yeah. Hi James, haven't been able to locate any info on this guy on your website. Talking about the Platinum Fluffy. You're right, I got to go do some work on the website. I haven't added anything in a long time. I apologize for that. I will make an effort this week to put get all the current studs up to date with current videos on there. So I've been working.
And anytime you want to look at a particular stud, you can call and get a video.
Yes, absolutely.
You got to call for that.
Yes.
Please. People don't understand what work it goes into on updating video or websites.
Jamie Powell says, for the people just starting out in the Frenchie world, could you please explain in greater detail the steps to get and preparing a young dog for stud work? I see in your video you mentioned they're spitting a little bit, but should be ready in a month or 2. Can you break down those events?
You just did.
Yeah.
On another video a while ago.
Yeah. So I do have videos on this, and if I don't have a video specifically on this, then I will probably do a video specifically on the process of getting that little new boy, Love My Boublier, our Platinum Full Fluffy, up to speed, what we're doing and how that process goes. I think that'll be useful for people. So the answer is yes, we'll do something on that.
He's so short and calming. He's wonderful. I just love him.
Rizwand Butt says, hello, my GSD. What's the GSD?
What?
My GSD female.
GSD.
Somebody knows what GSD is. Anyway, basically on the 8th day of heat cycle, progesterone levels 13 nanograms per milliliter. Done mating the very next day. Should I repeat testing her or not? So the answer is you're probably in the right place. I'd have actually bred her on 13. Depending on what the machine is you use to test, I'd have actually bred her on 13, waited 2 days, bred again. What I like to do is do another progesterone test to make sure the numbers have stayed up high. You will occasionally get caught with your pants down if you don't do another test because the numbers have in fact stalled out and gone in the other direction. It happens. So the safe thing to do is to breed 2 days apart, do a second test when you're finished and make sure the numbers have stayed up high and gone above a 20. And if they haven't, then breed again.
Pretty.
So we're talking here, GP says, he's talking about dog ovulation detectors. He is talking about the Draminsky, that's what he's talking about. He says they are about $400 and a lot cheaper than this method. They are a lot cheaper, but they suck. I mean, I used to have one. So I know the Draminsky, and I know what its inherent problems are. In fact, I actually started building a machine like a Draminsky that I thought was better. but I didn't like the results I was getting with it. So the idea of the Draminsky, or any of these ovulation detectors, is that you have an electronic device with a wand on it, and you stick that wand up the dog's vulva, and it then measures the resistance to the cervical mucus, and you look for a couple of peaks on a graph to tell you where the dog is. I can tell you that I have people who breed using a Draminsky. It's, in my opinion, it's unreliable. It's about as reliable as doing things with vaginal cytology and the way the dog's behaving. So, you like it, more power to you. I hate the thing. I think it's a complete waste of time. Used to have one, sold it. B. Bayou Bull says, I love your wife's personality and her sense of humor.
Thank you.
New shade French Bulldog stud. We're talking about stud here. So this is going to be the last one. So Elizabeth Gardner says, so with all that being said, what is the actual colour of this new Isabella coloured dog? It looks cream and grey in the video. What is the colour, please? And thank you. So let's talk about colours of dogs. So the problem with this is if you try to predict the DNA of a dog just based off colour, you are likely going to get it wrong quite a bit.
Especially in a photograph or a video, because different times of day, the shade that you're in, you know, if it's cloudy out, if the sun's bright, you get different looks all the time.
And I often see pictures of someone sending a picture of a dog, it looks like it's a chocolate dog.
All the time.
It looks like it's a chocolate dog. It's not, it's blue.
DNA, folks.
Look at Denali.
Yeah.
How would you know what Denali is of blue fluffy carries cocoa? If you looked at him, you could be absolutely mistaken and get that wrong.
Yeah.
But the only way that you know for a fact what he is you do the DNA, because the DNA, well, I say the DNA doesn't lie. I'm going to do a video, by the way, on animal genetics and what's going on there in a bit.
And you Google animal genetics, and they'll tell you what you need to do a DNA on your dog.
Yes, right. But let's talk specifically about these different versions of chocolate that produce different colours, because that's really what your question is about. So a dog that is a blue dog, the blue gene, the little d gene, is a dilution gene that dilutes other colours that are present. If you have a chocolate dog, and I'm talking about what we used to call untestable chocolate, or a cocoa, now it's called a cocoa dog. A cocoa dog that's got blue is a lilac, and it will look different than one that it has testable chocolate or an Isabella. The Isabella is a lighter colour. An Isabella chocolate is a lighter than a cocoa chocolate. Not always, because there's so many different variations.
That intensity gene
there you
with
go.
The cream,
that's what I was
just like, oh my gosh.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that affect this colour. So you can have, for instance, a lilac can be a fawn lilac, or it might be a AA recessive lilac like our dog Clooney. Completely different looks. So we used to have a dog called, it's a fawn lilac. Not Napoleon.
Oh, the one from Rolex.
Yes, what's I think his name now? Still around. Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni.
Giovanni was a lilac fawn, or fawn lilac, versus Clooney, who is a AA recessive lilac. They are both little d, little co, little co. One is AA and the other one is AYAT. Completely look different looking dogs. So let's talk a little bit about New Shade. New Shade is a combination of both versions of chocolate, Isabella and cocoa together. And I think I've heard some people call it milk chocolate. It's a much lighter chocolate. So it looks, you know, if you look at a dog like Ganache, one of our dogs, Ganache, who is little co, carries blue, carries cream, he is dark chocolate. He's like a Hershey bar. He is a dark chocolate dog, very dark chocolate. So there's so much variation in this that I think that you're going to have a hard time knowing exactly what's going on by looking at the dog. But the New Shade is a combination of both versions of chocolate, and this boy that we're talking about,
and testable.
Goldfinger, his little d blue, his little co chocolate, his little b testable chocolate. He carries a copy of cream. Actually, I think he carries a copy of cream, and he's AT, and 2 copies of intensity. That's what makes him look so light.
Yeah.
So what does he look like in person? Pretty light dog. All right, there's 14 minutes gone. That's it?
That's it.
All right, see you.
Remember, folks, when you call us, we're Central Time. So if you're in California, you're 2 hours behind us. We're 2 hours ahead of you.
Yeah, if you call us up at 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock at night, it's midnight at our home.
Yeah, we may not answer the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Bye, buddy. Watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.